dismissed that application because he did not attach affidavit under a summons. But one fact is clear, he has not come out today to say those things that I said in that case, I no longer believe them.
Let me quote part of what Mr. Keyamo said.
Right.
I'd like to get your response. He said, the document on the left, and I'd like my producers to, I told you to get this on standby so that, people can be able to, understand, as we did yesterday, to follow the conversation. And that's perhaps the very first page of the first set of the document. He says, document on the left is the originating process, which indicates Tinubu was not a party to the case in rem. The right is a summons to the owner of the accounts to appear to defend the accounts, but does not make him a party. It is like a director appearing to defend a company. That is what Mr. Keyamo said.
It is, and he said that, and he believes that.
This is not the right document. Please, can you put the document, the initial, the very first set of document? Yeah, that's it.
He's saying that it is like, he's comparing it is like a director defending a company. Is the director not an alter ego of the company? Why do you think few days ago there was a judgment that Abdul Rashid Bawa should be committed to prison? Did he, as a person, alleged in that something violated the law? But because he was the chairman, the alter ego, who is the owner of the account? How do you separate the owner and the account? Do you know the doctrine of confidentiality that exists between a banker and a customer relating to the account? Without an order of court, the bank does not have any right to disclose the details of a financial transaction. That is how inseparable your account is with you. And so when the account was joined as a defendant, by the time the ex parte order was granted, the court said, let the defendants come and establish why it should not be given the final forfeiture. Who are the defendants? The owners of the account.
Let me now ask you again. There is a letter originated from the office, written, directed to the then Inspector General of Police. If you bring back that letter, the very blurry one, which was written by an attaché of the United States Embassy, which they were trying to find out about Bola Tinubu. And this is what Tafa Balogun was. It was written to his office. He was the then Inspector General of Police. This, in some way, the argument is that Bola Tinubu was exonerated by this document.
No, he was not. Is that what you're supposed to say?
That is the argument. That they don't have any record of Bola Tinubu.
That's because under civil forfeiture proceedings, as you can see in that order, because in part of the document, you will see the order of the court. After the order was given and the money was to be taken, underneath, you will see case closed. In other words, it is like you have convicted, I'm just using the term like in criminal case. When you have finished convicting somebody and you sentence him, do you retry him again? That means that case, as far as that case is concerned, it is conclusively concluded, not in favor of Bola because he had to forfeit that. That's number one. Number two, I heard him yesterday saying it is the party who are just willing to know because they don't want to field him for the second time and they want to be, don't deceive Nigerians. His former boss, what is his name? The human rights activist, Gani was the one that started this case. He applied to the court for mandamus. He even asked to be given the right to prosecute the matter. It was Gani that sparked up this issue, and it was a legal matter. That is why the party was compelled. Even it was around that time that Festus Keyamo also went to court and said, in addition to it, that the man's certificate too is a problem.
All right. We need to wrap up now. On the final note, what is your summation on this matter?
I am afraid that the conclusion of this case is that from the eyes of the law, especially if you look at the constitutional provision you cited, Bola may be disqualified from contesting.
By who?
No, if the matter goes to court, interpreting that provision of the Constitution, because the finding in that civil forfeiture proceedings has ended against him. That's why he forfeited that. And narcotics and money laundering, whether in America or in Nigeria, is a criminal offense.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Buwala. I guess the conversation continues with Nigerians. You are the one who decide anyways. The millions of you who